Commission.
Go ahead.
Senator Cotton.
Thank you, Senator Graham. There's no doubt you'll be more amusing than I will be in your remarks, as always. I think everyone here agrees there's a real problem in big tech companies abusing the content of smaller media companies, especially our small newspapers or radio stations or television stations in our state. That's not fair, and it especially hurts all of those rural publishers we have in our states. The bill would address this problem with the solution of by giving the media an exemption from antitrust laws, but I'm worried that would allow them not just to negotiate with big tech companies, but to collude with them as well. That's why I opposed the bill last year, why I opposed it this year as well. I offered a number of amendments to try to address this concern, and others I did not offer them out of deference to colleagues who need to get to other committees, but I do want to touch on just a few of my main points of concern. First, although this industry is struggling, there are many other industries that have been struggling in Joe Biden's economy. I'm not sure that we should be giving exemptions from antitrust laws in this case when we have manufacturers or trucking companies or restaurant owners who have been struggling so much in recent years too. Second, again, the bill is said to empower smaller media companies, the kind of small newspapers and radio and television stations we all have, but I think it goes beyond that. Many large outlets are going to benefit from this bill. If it were passed into law, these large outlets are more than capable of using their own resources to handle the content theft of big tech. They can enforce it through existing methods such as copyright infringement laws and having, of course, courts force big tech to pay them. If we need to strengthen copyright protections to do that, I think that that's a consideration that we might want to have on this committee. Finally, this is one of my biggest concerns. I'm afraid that the bill would give media and big tech companies a free pass to collude to censor the views of conservatives. The version of the bill we're considering today does include provisions that allegedly fix this problem by prohibiting news discrimination by big tech based on viewpoint of the content. Unfortunately, the bill would still allow the media and big tech companies plenty of backdoors to collectively censor conservative views and voices. For example, nothing in the bill prohibits big tech and the media from colluding to censor based on policies of what content to avoid creating in the first place, or the alleged trustworthiness of news content. And even when certain terms can't be included in a final agreement, there's nothing to prevent the secret discussion of that censorship whenever these organizations get together in their now lawful cartels with big tech. The bill's lead Democratic sponsor in the House last year even acknowledged this. He repeatedly stated that the bill was designed to combat so-called misinformation. I think we all know what that means. So in short, big tech companies like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and Apple could all band together with the media to do things like bury coverage of the Hunter Biden laptop. This bill would give them an antitrust exemption that protects those activities. So again, I filed some amendments that would address these problems because I do recognize the underlying challenge to our smaller media companies. I did not offer them, but I cannot support the bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Cotton. Senator Graham.
Well, the